Good day. With the digital age, people are inclined to just copy and paste from articles and the internet. Now, if somebody's just doing a copy and paste job, it is very obvious for your lecturer. We can read it and we can see this is coming from this one article, that's coming from another article. And the pieces glued together just does not make a homogeneous story with a good flow. When you write your proposal, we expect you to read articles, think about those articles, digest the information in those articles, and then come to some insight and write those insights in your own words in your proposal. Now, we expect you to use your own words, and the fancy word of own words is paraphrase. So paraphrase just means you use your own words to describe the information that you obtain from an article. Now, some students think if they use their own words, they don't have to cite it. But where did you get that idea from? Where did you get that knowledge from that you are writing about? You got it from an article. As soon as you get any info from an article or from internet or even from somebody telling you information, you have to cite. And you have to say, where did you get that information from? So that's what we do when we cite the reference. Plagiarism. Plagiarism is an act of taking words, ideas, or thoughts of others, now obtained from articles or the internet, and then passing it off as your own. You're making it as if it's your own. Now that is a form of theft. Now, plagiarism is using others' ideas and words without clearly acknowledging the source of that information. So it basically just means you read articles, you read internet, you write your proposal, and you don't say where did you get it from. You don't cite your sources. And that is quite an important thing to take note of, because the consequences can be very harsh. At VUT, we are still quite mild about the matter. At other universities, they request a student to leave the university. At VUT, things are becoming stricter and stricter, and we are using programs like Turnitin to check if students have committed plagiarism. So please be careful. Don't copy and paste. Don't use your own without citing your reference, telling us where did you obtain it. Please don't commit plagiarism. What's the importance of citing a reference? Now, first of all, as we have already discussed, is to avoid plagiarism, which is just a good word for theft. The other reason is to validate and support one's argument. Now, if you write something as a student, people might say, now how do you know that? But if you now cite a reference, you are supporting your argument. Furthermore, if I read something interesting in your proposal, I might want to know more about that aspect. And then how would I know where to find more information if you didn't cite? So people often use those citations and the references to go back to the original article and to read the full article. Then sometimes one can read an article and misinterpret what's written. And it's therefore also important, if one suspects a misinterpretation, that one can go back to the original article and check the writer's interpretation of the literature.